Algebra II 2.4c, Addition Property of Inequality. The addition property of inequality is similar to the addition property of equality. I have a theorem for you. If A is less than B is true, then A plus C is less than B plus C is true for any real number C. And it holds true for similar statements with the greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. It just says that if we add the same amount to both sides of a true inequality, we're going to make another true inequality. We can add positive or negative numbers to both sides, and the solution is going to be the same. If we have x minus 5 is greater than 2, we can add 5 to each side using the addition property of inequality, and we make a zero pair with the minus 5 plus 5 right here, right? And we get x is greater than 7. We can graph it on a number line using an open circle to show that the 7 is not included because x is larger than 7. So x equals all the values larger than 7 without including 7. In set builder notation, we can write it as x such that x is greater than 7. In open interval notation, and it's open because it's open to infinity, we can graph it with a parenthesis showing that 7's not included, and then these are all the values of the interval that are. Every number greater than 7 is a solution in part of the interval on the number line. We can't check all the solutions that make this inequality true, so we can use at least one of the values included in the solution into the original inequality. 8 is included. That's part of the interval, part of the solution, isn't it? So we can use 8 into the original inequality. So 8 minus 5 is greater than 2, because our original one was x minus 5 is greater than 2. So we can plug in 8. 8 minus 5 is greater than 2. And we can take this 5, we can add this 5 to both sides using the addition property of inequality. And we create that zero pair right here that eliminates it. And we have 8 is greater than 7, which is true. So we know we did it correctly. All right. So just pull one of the values that are included and substitute it into the original inequality to check it. All right. Now, we can also add a negative. If we have 12 is greater than or equal to x plus 9, we can add a negative 9 to each side using that addition property of inequality. And it's the same thing as subtracting 9. Adding a negative 9 is the same as subtracting 9, okay? So we can use a negative 9 on each side to create a zero pair here to isolate this x and get it alone, and we get 12 take away 9 is a 3, or you could say 12 plus a negative 9 is a 3. Either way, it's the same 3. And we see that 3 is greater than or equal to x. So if 3 is greater than or equal to x, then x is less than or equal to 3. If 3 is greater than x, then x is less than 3. See, if you look at it from this side, x is less than 3. So all the values of x are less than 3, and because it's or equal to, it includes it. So 3 is included. And in set builder notation, we write x such that x is greater than or equal to 3. We can use half open interval notation, and it's half open because this half is going into infinity in the negatives. This half isn't. It stops at the 3. And we use our box bracket to show that the 3 is included. So 3 and all numbers less than 3 are part of the solution because x is less than or equal to 3. You can remember that the box means that it's included because you can think of it like when you're moving and you want to bring your important things with you, you'll put them in the box, right? So the things that are included are in the box, okay? The ones that aren't included are in the parentheses, all right? So just remember that. Black dot means it's included, or the box brackets, and a parentheses or an open dot means it's not included, okay? Our next video is going to be 2.4d. We're going to talk about the multiplication property of inequality, and we'll be able to use this to isolate a variable. Except there's one tricky thing about this. You've got to switch the sign, the inequality sign. We'll talk about that. You can go into this description, and you'll see a link to the Algebra II playlist that we're making, and every day each of these videos is being added to that list so you can use it for studying for chapters or review. All right, And I usually put in other helpful videos from Algebra 1 or other videos that I've made that might help you understand a difficult topic. All right? I'll see you next video. Bye.